chat room. Do you guys hear me loud and clear? Please give me a message saying you hear me loud and clear. Ramadan Mubarak to all you all. Thank you very much. Thank you, Northern Warrior. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Guys, do you hear me well? Beautiful. Excellent. Welcome to the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to watch some fights tonight, have some fun. I'm going to let you guys know when the next fight started so we can kind of sync up here. Next fight is Lee versus Barber. Flyweight division. Lee versus Barber. They're not in the octagon yet. And this is going to be the first fight I'm tuning in for tonight. I was trying to log into Fight Pass, and the fight's not on Fight Pass. So I was very surprised about that. Okay, let's see here. Main card. Andrea Lee versus Macy Barber. And then we got a featherweight fight after that. All right. Okay. Coach, packed prelims. I didn't get to see them all. I'm going to watch them probably the rest. I'm going to watch all of them tomorrow. But now I just started. I just tuned in right now, and it's Barber versus Lee. I think I've seen Lee fight before, but not Macy Barber. So it's going to be interesting. Okay, the girls are going to make their way to the octagon. I just realized yesterday I was trying to connect Millions to. By the way, guys, welcome to Millions. If you're watching this on Millions, great. If you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook, try to make your way on to Millions if you can. Millions.co. I was trying to connect this thing to Twitter, and I just realized I just saw that I'm banned permanently from Twitter. So if anybody out there can figure that out for me, why I'm banned from Twitter. The last tweets I posted were about Theodore Elias's passing and my trainer, Master Peter Sissonfou's passing. I hadn't tweeted in forever, in a very, very long time. And excuse me, guys, I think it's my daughter's cat making noise. And now, for some reason, I have been banned from Twitter. So if you guys can figure out for me, I would be really grateful to understand why or how I'm permanently banned. I pushed the appeals button. I tried to appeal. Like they say, if you don't think this is fair, send us an appeal. I clicked the appeal button, and it just gave me an error page. So I really have no idea whatsoever on how to. Northern Warrior says, you're on the list, coach. I believe so. I could be. It's very well possible. But honestly, I have no idea whatsoever why they would ban my account. Like I haven't tweeted very much in a long, long time. It says, if you want to read Twitter's rules, go here. I click the link. Nothing. Error. That's all I'm getting is error. I mean, what's going on in Twitter? Did Elon buy the thing? I can't keep track. He bought it, then he's not buying it, then he bought it, then he's not buying it. I don't know what's going on there. But regardless, we're gonna have a great time tonight watching the fights. Okay, guys, we have our moderator, Mauricio. Thank you, Mauricio, for joining. Thank you very, very much. Multi-stream on besides the Twitter on. Yes, that's right. I can't get Twitter on. Why? Because I'm banned. Why would they ban me? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. If somebody can figure this out. You guys know how I am with technology. I'm not the best here. So if you guys can help me out, let me know. What Twitter rule did I break? I'll be very surprised to see. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay, we got the girls getting in the octagon. It is 8:16 p.m. Eastern time. Andrea Lee. I remember seeing her fight. I can't remember who she fought the last time I saw her fight. I'm forgetting now. Andrea Lee, ranked 11. If you guys are hearing weird noises in the background, it's my cat, my daughter's cat. I don't know what he's doing. He's young, so he's like Making a ruckus. Okay, here we go. Age 34, age 24. 5'6" versus 5'5". 126 versus 125.5. Reach advantage. 69.5 versus 65-inch reach advantage. Let's see if Andrea Lee uses her reach advantage in this fight. All right, here's Bruce. Nobody beats Bruce. Guys, he's a crazy guy. What a guy Bruce Buffer is, man. I love this guy. Nobody hypes up a fight like Bruce Buffer. Nobody. There's no commentator ever that hypes up a fight. The announcing is second to none. Second to none. Nobody could touch him. He's incredible. Bruce Buffer, legend. You know, one time I was on a flight from Bellator, and the ring announcer of Bellator were sitting next to each other. It just so happened we're sitting next to each other. And he was like, you know, Bruce Buffer, he's not known for his technique. Supposedly they have a way of breathing in and out of the mic. Like, I don't know the ins and outs, but he was kind of telling me about it. I was intrigued. I was like, wow, really? Yeah. You know, the voice. These guys have incredibly professional voices. And like, you know, Bruce is not the most technical guy. Like he does things technically wrong because they have their way about it. But he makes it up with personality. Like I don't see the technique that he's missing. To me, he's like, he does it. Nobody does it better than him. And, you know, he's the brother of Michael Buffer. Michael Buffer, the famous Let's Get Ready to Rumble, for all those classic boxing fights we've had. Like all the top boxing fights, they have Michael Buffer. Michael Buffer says the number one sentence in all announcing history until it's time from Bruce Buffer. So Michael Buffer was number one. Okay, guys, the fight is starting right now. 456, 455, 454. Try to time it with me. I'll let you guys know each round about the time. The girls are out there. Southpaw stance for Barber. And anyways, he was telling me that it's his personality. It is, man. It's incredible how he pumps it up. You know, he says, it's time. And his brother, Michael Buffer, is famous for saying, let's get ready to rumble. Coach, how about your Advanced BJJ Basics 1? Nice combo by Barber. Good combo. She caught a kick, threw some hands right after. I learned more doing that 1 month than I learned 8 months of BJJ at the gym. Thank you. That's from Northern Warrior. My pleasure, my friend. Check out the entire collection. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing Guillotine Made Easy. That's the key to teaching. Making something complicated, that's breaking it down so it's super simple. If you can turn something that's complicated into something simple, you've really learned. You've really learned. Oh, beautiful. Lee gets a body lock takedown with a trip. Kosoto Gake, beautiful trip. Takes her to the ground. Side control tight. This is a tight side control. Oh, she's behind the arm. She could possibly take the back here or turn this into an arm triangle, a katakatami. Very, very stiff side control. Very stiff. Like she's locked in tight on her opponent. Barber's in a tough trap here, Barber. She's got a crossface going here. She's got a body lock. Oh, Barber's going to roll. Let's see if she takes the back. Back exposure, fighting for the hand. She's got her pinned and side control tight. Yeah, this is not an easy position. When you got a side control like this, it's not easy to just escape. This takes a lot of energy now. Like that's why I hate when people pass my guard. I can't stand it. Why? Because it takes so much energy. Even if you get out, it costs so much energy. If the person on top, like Lee, is doing what Lee's doing, like if you have a tight side control like this, man, it's tough to get out from the bottom. Oh, she caught her arm. This could be a little bit dangerous. Barber caught the arm from the, backdoor escape. She got her type of crucifix. Sorry, guys, I just ate. Food's coming. All right, so now, she's got her arm trapped. Oh, she just kneed her illegally. Lee just kneed Barber illegally in the head. That was an illegal knee. Referee let it go because it would help Lee because Lee was kind of trapped. From the top, she's trapped. Her arm was trapped between the legs, type of crucifix position. That's just Barber being very crafty from the bottom. But now Lee is free now and back on top and a very tight side control. She's behind the arm again. She might transition to an arm triangle here. She's got 1:49 left. Taking the back. Barber bridged to her knees, taking a risk escaping, and she gets her back partially taken. Now they're fighting for. Oh, Barber escapes. Almost got armbarred on the way on the escape. She was on her. She gave up her back, turned back around, got out, got herself to dogfight. Very, very athletic maneuver by Barber. I have to give the round slightly now to Lee because she got elbowed so many times from the top. Just Barber landed elbows, some good elbows from the bottom. Barber's got a lot of energy, man. She's she's in very good shape. She was just in a tough position and she's working hard. She's not showing fatigue. After being pinned like that and working so hard on the bottom, usually fighters need a little bit of air. She's working hard. She's in tip-top shape. And it looks like Lee's getting the short end of the striking stick here. Ashan Khan says, oh, son of Zahabi. Is 45 minutes too much in the sauna? That's from Hassan. Depends what your goal is. Okay, I'll tell you something. Some people can stay in the sauna. You know, they have actual sauna competitions. It all depends on your tolerance. So I would always tell you, like I always say, work within a margin of safety. Never, like, if you're feeling, if it's your first time in the sauna, don't do 45 minutes. You know, do 10 minutes, get out, see how you feel. Take little doses, work your way up to 45 minutes because there are people who stay in the sauna for a very, very long time and they claim therapeutic effects. Okay, now I like staying in the sauna sometimes 45 minutes. I do, but I don't like it super, super hot for 45 minutes. I won't do an intense sauna for 45 minutes. Nice elbow by Barber. Wow, man. Our Barber is really impressive. That's the end of the first round. Very impressive. After being stuck in side control for about 2 minutes, she worked hard, rallied some elbows, shot up a crucifix. I'm giving Barber the round. Barber has this round for me, in my eyes. And then she got up to her feet, showed nowhere fatigue whatsoever, starts throwing strikes and landed a beautiful elbow. That was a close round, but still I would give it to Macy Barber. Yeah, like I was saying, I think you could develop a tolerance over time. I always tell guys, before you cut weight, go in the sauna regularly, once a week. A few months before your fight, just get comfortable in the sauna. You can get good at hanging out in the sauna, get comfortable in the sauna. And it does have, I feel it really relaxes my muscles. Like if I have stiff muscles, sometimes I skip training. I just go straight to the sauna. I do hot, cold. And I always feel better. You know, I don't get to do it as much as I like, but I definitely enjoy it. The hot, cold plunge, hot, cold, get hot, plunge in the cold. It's amazing. If you've never done it, you absolutely have to try it. Man, I've joined a few streams, but you're the only one that gives amazing commentary. Haha, I see you sitting next to Joe Rogan. That's from Jake Garcia. Thank you, my man. I haven't done the Rogan show in quite a while. Next time I'm in Texas, I will give him a ring. All right, let's see what these girls are doing. We're 447, 446, 445, 444, around those parts. The girls are standing trading right now. Don't forget, Macy has a reach advantage, a significant reach advantage. Let's see if she can use it. She is fighting tall, though. She's standing really tall. When you're standing tall like that, you're not really using your reach. You know, you got to get down low. You got to get as low and as short as your partner, as your opponent. Nice low kick by Barber. Switching stances. Barber's really active, has good movement. Her footwork seems to be very dynamic. Back kick missed. But she's got that dynamic footwork. Barber has really good footwork. You can see she's quick on her feet. She zigzags. She moves back and forth. She has a rhythm. She has a very difficult rhythm to predict. When is she coming in? When is she going out? She's very dynamic on her feet. Oh, my stream just cut off. Can you believe this? Oh, no. What happened there? Okay, it's back. Button pushers of the world. What's going on? I'm at 340, 339, 338, 337, 336. The button pushers of the world. What happened there? Why did my screen black off? Ooh, beautiful right hand by Barber. Macy is throwing some heat also. Trip attempt by Barber, just missed. Head kick blocked on the arm, partially blocked. Kind of, when you hit on the arm, that's a partial score. Especially when you hit one arm, really hurts, man. The person getting kicked it really hurt. Takedown by Barber. Macy almost to her feet. Yes, hip heist to her feet. Look at this over under position, knee, elbow attempt by Barber that just missed. These girls are pouring it on, man. This is an action packed round. I mean, we're not even halfway just yet. We're close to halfway, but this is a lot of attacks after attack. Barber switching stances. Macy throwing everything behind these shots. You can hear the ki. Yeah. Like they're really throwing hard shots here. This is a hard round to call. Very hard round. Ramadan Mubarak. That's on fake out. Jazakallah khair. Ramadan to you, my brother. Thank you very much. And to you the same. Inshallah. I'm at 2 minutes. You are behind, coach. Refresh. That's from Noria. I'm sorry, guys. I just reached 2 minutes. Sorry, guys. That's what I got. This is a stream. I'm not going to mess with it because it wasn't on Fight Pass. Nice shot by Barber. I think Barber, gets taken down. Making this tight very. I was just about to say, I think Barber's going to jump ahead on the judges' scorecard, but then she gets taken down by Macy, and Macy has a minute to go. Guys, I know on my stream I'd be behind. I'm sorry. It was not on Fight Pass's stream. I couldn't find it on Fight Pass, so I had to find ESPN, and I don't know what. So now I'm at a minute 32, 31, 1 minute 30. So 90 seconds. Macy Lee is on top. She scored a beautiful takedown after she got hit a couple of times by Barber. This is a tough fight to call, tough round to call. But I think Macy, if she stays in top position and dominates this arm triangle she's attempting right now, she could put this round to bed. She can make sure that she scores this round, and there's no question about it. Could she attempt an arm triangle here? There's 1 minute left. She had it she had the option a second ago, but she lost it. Barber moved her arm from one side of her head to the other, and now here we are in half guard. Barber fighting hard from the bottom, maybe up to her feet. Almost. If I was Macy, I would jump on her right now. I would jump on her, keep her down on the ground. This girl, she's quick on her feet. This round is close. Get on top. Try to secure half guard again. Axe kicks. She's about to let her up. Up kick from Barber. If I was Macy, I would not let her get up. Up kick attempts. Just missing. And she's back on top. Both girls fighting super hard. Very hard round to call, but I got to give it to... Man, I hate this. I hate when fights are this close, man. The rounds are this close. First round I gave to Barber. Second I'm giving to Lee. This is a very, very close fight. This is a very hard fight to judge. Very, very hard fight to judge. Coach, when is your book coming out? Where can we buy it? That's from Northern Warrior. On jujiclub.com. It should be coming out. I think it's going to be released after that Sanya fight. I'm not sure. It's pretty much ready, guys. It's about intermittent fasting. It's not a philosophy book or anything like that. Those are going to be coming down the line. But right now, it's just an intermittent fasting book. How to use intermittent fasting for fitness. Because I looked, when I started intermittent fasting more seriously, of course, I fast every year for Ramadan, but now fasting throughout the year while training. There wasn't a book on how to do it. So I had to experiment, talk to different athletes that are doing it. It's getting really, really big in athletic circles, how they go about it. And I kind of put together a program. This is what we're doing. This is what a lot of athletes are doing. My pleasure, Northern Warrior. Ashan says, getting headaches after too long in the sauna. Well, you know what? You shouldn't go so long in the sauna. You're overdoing it. Give your body a chance to acclimate. All right, we're in round 3, 450, 449, 448, 447. We got Barber throwing a combination. There's our shalat. When are we going to get another philosophy-based chat, coach? That's almost every episode, almost every AMA. I do about half an hour to an hour, excuse me, on the main subject, and then we talk about everything and anything. And usually we'll talk philosophy, logic, history, everything. Anything goes. Barber starting strong with a body kick. It's early in the round. Macy with a takedown. After eating a good body kick, Macy takes her down, takes the back. Is she gonna fall over the top? Is she? She's riding high. Oh, she lost the back. Barber back up into an underhook. What a position. Let me tell you something. She was on the back. Barber, not easy to control. She is not easy to control. She had a side control. She had her half guard behind the arm, katakatami. Still, she keeps getting up, keep getting out. Now she had the back. Macy just can't seem to put the nail in the coffin here against Barber. We're at 3 minutes, 28 seconds here. Plenty of time left. Macy is slightly in the lead in my book because she did take the back. She got a takedown, did take the back, but she ate a good body kick. But still, I like the control. She got in a closer to finishing. She did take the back for an instant. If I was Barber, I'd want to. She has to start fighting hard now. She's got to give the judges a reason to raise her hand at the end of the fight because this fight is close. I got it 1 apiece so far. Good kicks by both girls. Ooh, side kick to the face. Barber lands a side kick to the face. Partially connected. I mean, it wasn't a full connection, but it did connect. Overhand right just misses. Underhook for Macy. Body lock here. She's got the waist. Macy throws a good, powerful knee up the middle. Those hurt, guys. If you've never been kneed in the bread basket, they don't taste good. Another powerful kick by Barber. Head kick attempt. Kind of missed. Didn't really connect. Okay, Barber with a takedown. Double leg Kosoto. Now she's in a leg drag position. Look at this. This is top pressure. She can keep her here for 2 minutes. Possibly take the back. Possibly go to rear naked choke. End things. But no. She's going to let her up. Macy fighting back up to her feet. Now this fight is very even. I'm even going to start I'm giving it to Barber now. She just landed a nice knee. Right now I got Barber ahead. Ooh, a second knee. Takedown by Macy. Can you believe it? Can you believe it now? Macy has a chance to take it back from Barber. She lets her back up. I think that was a big mistake. Barber is very dangerous on her feet. She's very active, a little bit more active than Macy. Barber had just scored a takedown, gut wrench, 2 knees to the head. I have Barber ahead, but not by much because Macy's got Barber bloodied up as well. Not that matters, okay? For me, cuts and blood doesn't mean much, but still, Macy has connected her shots as well. Okay, body lock by Barber. Body lock by Macy. She's body locking her right back, guys. We got a double body lock here. Usually it favors the taller person. Usually. Macy being the taller person might get her off her feet. Let's see. And yes, Macy. This should be it, guys. 49 seconds left. Macy on top. She better pin. Mount. Rain down some strikes. She's got to control Barber because Barber is not easy to control. She's got to put all her mind into it. She's got to do it for 30 more seconds. 31, 30, 29, 28, 27 seconds left for those of you trying to synchronize your stream with mine. And there she is. Barber's on her side now. She's taking the first step. What do we got here? Is this an underhook? Her left, Macy's got a left side underhook, near side underhook, flattening out Barber. She's doing a good job of pinning in this round. 11 seconds. Can she take mount? Right now, Macy in my book is winning this round. Barber fighting hard, but this is a round for Macy. That's it, guys. They timed. That's it. She did it. I think Macy Lee won. Good fight. Man, those girls fought hard. Those girls fought every minute of that fight. I don't think they stopped to even savor the moment. It was just fight. Every position was a constant exchange. One nonstop progression, exchanges. That was a frantic pace. Do you think we have to change the judging system? Yes, that's from Faikal. Faikal, I totally agree. I think we need to count it all as one round. Like right now, I don't like this whole point adding up stuff. I really don't like it. You got to count it as all one round. You know, I just don't see how you can quantify these things. I think we got to watch. We got to ask ourselves, okay, we got 15 minutes of action. Who is the better fighter? Because imagine like we're fighting and you edge me out by a little bit in round one. Then in round two, I edge you out. No, I should say like that. Let's say we're fighting. You edge me out by a little bit in round one. You edge me out by a little bit in round two. And then in round three, I figure you out and I just beat you up. Like I just find your weakness. And I beat you and I completely dominated you. But you win because you edged me out in the first two rounds. But we were still feeling each other out because at the beginning, when two fighters fight, there's so many unknowns. So one might be winning over the other, not because he's better, but because during the testing portion, when they're feeling each other out, they're testing things. And the test might go your way, the cookie might crumble your way. But as we figure each other out, I figure out that I'm a better wrestler than you, I'm a better kicker than you, or whatever. And we figure each other out. By the time the fight gets developed, we figure out who's the better fighter, who can't stop what, and the fight stopped. Okay, well, we didn't get to finish. Okay, well, that happens. It's going to decision. I don't think it tells the story. I don't think the 10-point must system tells the story. Oh, they gave it to Barber. I had it for Macy. Close fight, though. Oh, excuse me. I kept calling her Macy Lee. Excuse me. It's Macy Barber. My fault, guys. I'm just seeing Macy for the first time. Pardon me, I mixed up her name. What a fight. Very close fight. I'm not sure what the next fight is. Let's see. The next Nate Landwer versus Austin Lingo. I haven't seen these guys fight yet. So it's my first time watching them fight. Let me see here. UFC Fight Night. Oh, yeah, we have Holm. Holm fighting later tonight. Why doesn't it show? Okay, here we go. So we have 3 more fights, guys. We have 3 more fights. I'm really excited about Vera versus Sandhagen. This is a fight I'm really excited about. Very interesting fight. We all saw what Vera did against Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz, in my opinion, is arguably the greatest bantamweight of all time. Arguably the greatest bantamweight of all time in his prime. If you take away all his injuries, I think he would still be champion today. But he had many injuries, many surgeries, lots of time out. But he's a killer. He's very unique in his fighting style. He does it all. He hits hard. He's scored some great knockouts. He does have a lot of decisions, yes, but he's fantastic with his movement and his takedowns, etc. He was doing really well with Chito Vera. I actually watched the fight again last night. And Vera just like surprises people with a one-shot, kill shot, head kick, punch. Like it's incredible how he's patient, eats ground, gets close to you, and eventually fires a shot like he did against Frankie, like he did against Dominic Cruz, the head kick. I mean, it's just insane. The way he timed it, the way he recognized his patterns, and just eventually picked him off. For prediction for a next fight, I don't have a prediction. What is your prediction for the main event? Ooh, that's such a hard question, man. Oh, man. Man. So hard to pick this fight. Honestly, it's so hard to pick. I don't know. I like Sandhagen early. I think Sandhagen's movement's going to be really tough to deal with early. He's going to be similar to the Dominic Vera Cruz fight. And Vera is going to start like he always does. Excuse me. He kind of figures people out, tracks them down, finds a kill shot. It's just really impressive. Very hard to predict what's going to happen. Very, very hard. Any plans for another discussion with Muhammad Hijab? That's from Nazar. Yeah, of course, always. Sooner or later, next time I'm in London, I'm sure we'll be chit-chatting. Next time we get together, we always like to chit-chat. Guys, do me a favor. I got kicked off of Twitter. If any button-pushing geniuses out there know why I got kicked off of Twitter, I would love to know. The last tweets that I put up were just really over Elias Theodorov's death, my trainer's death, etc. Nothing. I never write anything that goes against the rules. I highly doubt I've ever broken a rule. If somebody out there can figure that out for me, I'll be very, very grateful. I just got a message from Twitter saying my account is banned permanently. Totally shocked. And every time I tried to click the appeal button, it said error. Nate Landwer coming up. Austin Lingo. Really can't wait to hear why I got banned from Twitter. Really, really interested. Coach, do you think it would be better to have more weight divisions? It seems they have a lot of fighters have issues making weight. That's from Fake Out. I would love to see. I would love to see more weight classes. Absolutely. I think there needs to be super flyweight, super bantamweight, super lightweight, super featherweight, of course, a super everything, and super heavyweight. We need a super heavyweight. They need to double. It would be amazing to double up the divisions. Again, I'm sure there's a lot of logistics. UFC has like 50 shows a year, so if they had double the categories, it might be too many shows. I don't know what it is, but 15-pound jump is a lot. So if you want to change it, because you'd have a lot of double champs, you'd have a lot of interesting matchups, you'd have a lot of cool double champ versus champ. You'd have a lot of cool stuff like in boxing. In boxing, the guy comes out, he got like 6 belts. Guys do 2-3 different weight classes. It's pretty amazing. It's very, very interesting, and it just makes for a very, very rich pool. Even though UFC has a crazy, crazy rich pool of fighters, they got so many champions. They have 7 champions. It would be amazing to have 14. I think that would be very exciting. Coach, how do your Muslim fighters during Ramadan at TriStar? That's from Northern Warrior. It's tough, during Ramadan, it's tough. We just try to tough it out. Some guys who have fights booked, they do their days later. And some guys who are not fighting, they're not booked to fight soon. They're going to fast and just kind of tough it out. It's just really tough, especially like me, I'm just training in the evening now. So during the day, I just kind of teach class. I don't train. And then I do iftar and I do my training at night. I take a little bit of liquid and I train. Today I train because it's Saturday, so I don't have a full day of in the gym. Saturday we just do one big practice, so I train at 12 o'clock. I did my regular training, but I took breaks between rounds. I just skipped a couple of rounds and went back in, and it was tough. It was tough. This evening I had my dinner, and now I'm just chilling. It's just tough, guys, but it's 4 weeks, not that long. It's just you got to bite the bullet. It's gonna be tough. A Google search result of your name links to the Twitter handle. That's my Twitter handle. That's from Irving Enrique. Finally, we got a button pusher on the case. Thank you, Irving. And yes, that is my Twitter handle. They might have a duplicate account rule/ban. I don't have a duplicate account. What's weird is when I did log in, listen to this, Mr. Enrique, Mr. Master Button Pusher, because I don't know anything about this. So please tell me if this makes sense to you. I logged in, and instead of at Firas _Zahabi, it was Zahabi _Firas. I was like, I never made this account. So that's the account they logged me in. And when I logged into my account, the original one that got banned, it said you're permanently banned. You can only view now. You can't retweet. You can't like. They gave me all these restrictions. You can't do anything. I was like, okay. I went on the website, off my phone on the website, and logged in. And then my name was backwards. Zahabi _Firas. I was like, I don't get it. I don't know. Was I hacked? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. Was I hacked? Um, it's active right now. What's active? I know my Twitter account is active, but I'm banned from tweeting. I'm banned from my Twitter account is there. My wife checked it earlier. She looked at my last. I was like, look at my last tweets. What the hell did I tweet? And it was just like regular stuff. Nothing. I would never tweet anything. But I was thinking maybe somebody hacked my account, did something, and then they barred that. That's what I was thinking. Maybe somebody got my password, figured it out, did some kind of crazy stuff, and they banned that account. But no, nothing crazy at all. Might have been hacked. Yeah, could be. Maybe the hacker did something, then erased it, but I don't think you can do. I don't even know. Like, I have no idea how this works. All right, next fight is about to start. Jason Herzog, referee. They're announcing Jason Herzog, guys. Try to sync. If you guys can sync. Round one is about to start. I'll let you know when to fire it away. Focus, Santos. Hi, coach. How are you doing? I'm doing great, my friend. Thank you very much. The fight is about to start. All right. 457, 456, 455. Double jabs. Both men are throwing jabs out there. Circling. The action is on. Lingo counters a kick with a cross left hook. Another jab. Lingo eating up space here. Pushing Landwer up to the fence with his strikes. Landwer try to fight off the fence here. We're at 423 in this first round. Lingo throwing lots of volume, man. Lots of volume. Head kick by Landwer. Lingo's got a nice jab. Catches him with a jab cross. The most classic boxing combo. Right hand, left hook. Collision of heads. Might be a small cut here. Landwer is kind of wiping his eyebrow. I'm interested to see if he got cut. But that was a headbutt. I believe that might have been there was a head clash there. Landwer is a psycho. Yeah, that's what the commentators were saying earlier. Well, he's not fighting a psycho right now. He's being, I would say, even a little bit passive. Let's see if the psychoness comes out. Lots of blocking by Landwer. Seems to be fighting very intelligently. The only real psycho, guys, was Diego Sanchez. Original psycho. A lot of people say, oh, I'm psycho. Guys, there has been a few psychos, and I think the psycho, like the biggest psycho ever, and I love him for it. I'm not trying to say like I'm not trying to put them hand down, but Diego Sanchez was really something, like psychologically something. He was just on another planet. Like I would look at him, I was like, whoa, this guy's insane. Like he just takes shots and keeps fighting. I've met him. He's a very, very nice guy in person. Like he's very sweet, but in the fight, in the octagon, it's incredible how much he can take, how he fights. This is insane. The guy's insane. He puts on these incredible comeback fight. It's just insane. Of course, you guys all know him, but the new generations, they don't know him. They haven't seen him. You have to go watch his classic fights. Man, Lindo cutting up Landwer. Landwer does a switch 1-2, just misses, but puts a lot of heat behind it. We're at 231, 230, 229, 228. Guys, try to sync up here with me. Jab to the body for Lingo. Upstairs with a right hand. Misses, but that was a nice... More teeps by Landwer. Teeps to the leg. Teeps to the body. Teeps to the face. He's been throwing a lot of teeps this round. Very good strike. Eventually, if it connects often enough, it can really wear out the body. More jab crosses by Lingo. Landwer backing up quite often. Low kick. Calf kick by Landwer. You got to love those calf kicks. If you've never been calf kicked, you got to go to a gym and get calf kicked. You have to. You just have to feel it. You can't understand what you're watching until you got calf kicked. It hurts, man. It really hurts. You got to get calf kicked, sparring, get calf kicked, and you're like, oh, now I get it why these fighters kick the calf. Single leg attempt by Landwer. Misses. Tries to take the back. Misses. Throws a head kick. Boys are trading jabs right now. What do you say about injuries, illness that damage or limits consciousness? Some people claim the proof of consciousness is purely physical. That's from Castle 45. Well, that's a deep philosophical question. It doesn't prove anything physical. That's just a misunderstanding. I'd have to go through it in another day. Remind me to ask me that on my AMAs, and I'll happily answer to you. But basically, it doesn't prove anything. Believe me when I tell you, it does not prove the brain is physical. It doesn't. It's just a common misconception. Another T by Landwer to the body. Beautifully done. See, he threw them. Now you see Lingo backing up. Those teeps. Ooh, nice punches. And a low kick by Landwer. Ooh, a teep to the body with another combination. See, that teep to the body is what started Lingo backing up. He got Lingo backing up. Like I was telling you guys earlier, those teeps, man. Those teeps, they can add up. Ooh, another teep scored. Now a head kick. Now you could see Landwer starting to pick up. He's hurt the body. Nice elbow. Big hit. Elbow by Landwer, then a big left hook by Lingo. These boys are trading right now. It's 15 seconds left. This is a tough round to call. Man, I hate to be a judge. Sometimes the judges get it wrong, but sometimes it's just so hard to call. Who do you guys have for this round? Lingo or Landwer? Coach, have you trained fighters in their late 20s, around 27, 28, 29 that flourished? Are you talking about like from zero? No, it would be a little late to start at that age. For like to get talking about like fighting pro, would be very late. However, guys training at that age is very common. They start training and do very well. They get their purple belts, brown belts, even some become black belt, and they compete. They have a good look. But if you're talking about like getting to the big stage, top 10, no, it's really tough. Lingo, close call. Yes, I would think the same. I think Lingo was a little bit busier, even though Landwer picked it up at the end and he evened things out. Vish Vahit says, hey, coach, forgive me, guys, if I'm getting the name wrong. Pardon me. Hey, coach, do you think John Jones is the most complete fighter purely in IQ and skill set? Hard to say, guys. Hard to say. That's a tough one. Guys, I don't think there are any ads on Millions, but you guys can click to follow. And there's a bunch of merch on Millions. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube or Facebook, head on to millions.co and check it out. Lindo packing heavy shots here. We're at 4:30 exactly in the third round. Sorry, excuse me. Second round, pardon me. 4:24, 4:23, 4:22, 4:21. Guys, try to synchronize if you can. Landwer lands a beautiful combination. Low kick again. That calf kick, guys. I'm telling you, he's chopping up that leg. Let's see what happens to Lindo now. I think his leg is hurt right now. The way he's acting, the way he's moving, the way he's circling, those teeps, those push kicks to the body, those low kicks. They're scoring big for Landwer. He attempted another one, just missed. Ooh, overhand right by Lindo. Body shot, overhand right. It's kind of like kickboxing versus boxing. Lindo really focused on his boxing. Landwer mixing things up with hands and feet. Interesting to see how this goes. Another low kick. We're at 3:04, 3:03, 3:02, 3:01. 3 minutes. 3 minutes left. More teeps to the body. Lingo throwing really wide overhand rights. That tells me he's desperate not to finish the fight. It's telling me like he's hurt to the body. He needs to end this. Let's see how this goes. He's hanging in tough though, but he got kicked to the leg. I don't know how bad that leg is. It seems like he's slowed down. Lingo seems to have slowed down a little bit. Landwer throws a knee to the face, just missed. Another oblique kick to the leg for Landwer. Lingo backing up now. I think Landwer should go back to that leg. He's circling. Oh, there it is. He just kicked him in the calf again. He was circling towards it. Lingo has now turned southpaw. What does that tell you guys? His leg is hurt. More teeps to the body. Ooh, I don't like how he reacted to that. He kind of crunched down. I think Landwer is starting to run away with this a little bit. I got Landwer in this round. 2 minutes left exactly. Round 1 went to Lingo in my book. Round 2, Landwer. I think round 3 is going to be even tougher for Lingo. That body damage. The leg, the body, the gut. Landwer put in some good strikes to the body early on. Big shots by Lingo, but missing. Landwer, good guard, pressuring forward. Ooh, head kick. There it is. Oh, man, that was a good head kick. Tie plum, body kick, head kick again. I definitely got Landwer ahead now. He hurt Lingo. Lingo's hurt to the leg. He's hurt to the head. He's hurt everywhere. Here comes the tie clinch, another head kick. Landwer picking things up. Body lock. Is he going to take him down? Takes him down. Takes Lingo down. Guys, Lingo is really in trouble right now. Ground and pound from Landwer. Here we go. Turtle up. Lingo is turtled up. Let's see, can he survive? He's got a minute 4, minute 3, minute 2, minute 1. Mouthpiece comes out. Here's a Renika choke. I think this is this is it. Oh, he got the hand. He's still in this. What a fight. Oh, it's it. That's it. He's got a full tight choke, and here's the tap. Guys, those teeps. The teeps, man. The low kick. It was so, you had Lingo winning round 1, but it was tight. And then round 2, man, those body kicks, he just couldn't take those kicks to the leg, the kick to the head. Landwer's kicks, man, really came in handy tonight. His kicks really, really shined. Teep to the body, teep to the leg, low kick, head kick, followed by some good punching. But his legs were the major difference between the two. Head kick, buckles him. Tie plum. You had those dimensions. You had different dimensions of striking. And a takedown. Body lock, trip, ground and pound, forces Lindo to expose his back, puts in that rear. Statistically, the most successful submission in UFC, and all of MMA, actually. Hassan Haytham, salam alaikum. 100% his stream is a minute behind. Yes, guys, I might be a minute behind. Pardon me, I couldn't get it on. This was not playing on Fight Pass. I was surprised because usually I buy it on Fight Pass. But right now, I got ESPN. I don't know what you might call it, and I'm a minute behind. All right, here we go. These kids seem to be like the jab in boozing for MMA. What? Boxing. Oh, these kicks. Sorry. I misread it. Guys, I don't have my glasses on. These kicks seem to be like the jab in boxing for MMA. Yeah, those kicks were... Yeah, actually, it's the teep, the front kick is often likened to the jab. Holly Holm fight will suck. You can talk about something philosophy related. LOL. That's from Castle 45. Come on, man. Holly Holm gave us one of the most exciting main events in history when she fought Ronda Rousey. 65,000 people. That was a record. The last record before that, if I remember correctly, was George St. Pierre versus Jake Shields. 55 in Canada, 55,000 in Rogers Center. Of course, I was there. What a night to remember. And they did 65,000. Holly Holm, the underdog. Oh, man, what a fight, man. I picked excuse me, Ronda Rousey. Pardon me, guys. And I was shocked as everybody else. That head kick, clock. Unbelievable. You know, I did a breakdown about that fight. And the next morning, I woke up and it had 1 million views. I did a breakdown, and I was explaining what happened. What a dynamic fight! Ronda Rousey was at this from catching her in an armbar. She did get Holly Holm to the ground. People forget that she jumped on the arm, but she was missing like 1 foot position to flip her over. Like I did a whole video on it, etc. And YouTube struck it down. Coach, why do wrestlers like Usman not learn some submission? Would you make so much better? Would make them so much better? That's from Vish Vahit. Vish, I think they do learn submissions, but because they didn't learn it young enough, they're used to their wrestling reactions. And wrestling reactions, it's kind of like you can learn it. I don't want to make any excuses. You absolutely can learn it. It should be even easier if you did learn it. I just think they like the ground and pound. They get comfortable. They got success with it, so they kind of rely on it. But in my opinion, like the one reason why George was so much better than so many of the welterweights is because he had a complete game. He can not only punch, he can kick. He can not only wrestle, he can grapple. He can not only ground and pound, he can submit you. Like he had submissions. You had to respect the submissions, whether he got you to submission or not. If you were sleeping on the submission, he would turn. He would turn you. He would sub you. Okay, you had to constantly defend against the subs. That opened up the striking. That opened up the ground and pound. Are you still coaching Kevin Lee? If so, what do you think his next opponent should be? That's from Guido. Yeah, of course I'm still coaching it, but right now I haven't visited Vegas in a while, and I'm going to be in Vegas shortly for another fight, and I'm sure we'll be working together again. We stay in touch. Next time he books a fight, I'm sure he'll come visit me, or I'll go visit him. Holly Holm is in her 40s. I believe she still wants to be in the fight business. Legend. Yeah, it's pretty wild. How old is she? I'm not even sure how old she is. Because, I mean, let's see here. 14-6. She was a world champion in boxing. She's totally committed to combat sports. I mean, if she's not banged up, if she's not injured, because, she has a lot of fights. She has a lot of fights, not just MMA fights. I'm talking about like boxing fights and kickboxing fights. She's been fighting since from a very, very young age. So it's pretty amazing that, at 40, if you're still doing that, it's something to like, okay, if you have just a handful of fights at 40, you're still fighting. It's not unheard of, but it's still unique. Imagine after all these years, you're still fighting. Coach, is there a difference with cardio that's running versus swimming cardio? That's from Focus Carl Santos. Yes, there is a major difference. If I had to choose one, I like both. Okay, both are good. I'm a big believer in doing it all. Like biking, running, swimming, cycling, rowing. It's all good stuff. However, I prefer running. Running is my favorite. Why? Because the explosiveness off the ground. When you're boxing, you got to explode. Ground force reaction. You got to explode off your feet. You're building muscles in your feet, your calves, the whole posterior chain. Whereas when you're swimming, you're using very different muscles than you will necessarily when you're kickboxing, boxing, when you're shooting in somebody's legs. I just find that there's nothing like sprinting. Sprinting is number one, but swimming has its benefits too. It's very therapeutic. It could teach you, when you're swimming and you're underwater, your lungs are compressed. You can get a great workout. There's eccentric load, so it's very therapeutic. You won't be sore. I tell guys, when you're injured, try to hit the pool. Like there's so many benefits to the pool. Okay, one is that you can swim really, really hard, push your cardio, and not feel sore the next day. Okay, there's a very small threshold that you need to meet. So if maybe it's the first time you ever go swimming, okay, you'll be sore. Okay, but if you've been swimming for a long time and you put in workouts regularly, it's not long before you're not sore anymore. Oh, they're talking about. Hold on a second. They're talking about Robert Follis. That's really nice. Robert Follis passed away a few years ago, and they're doing a special on him. Actually, he's a friend of mine back in the day, and we used to go to UFCs, of course, as coaches. We used to talk, hang out. He's a good guy, very nice guy. So I look forward to see that piece they did on him. I thought they're airing part of it now, but it's for another time, I think. Yeah. So like I was saying, there's many benefits to swimming, many benefits to running. If I had to choose one, which I don't think you should choose one. I think you should do two. But if you only have time for cardio once a week, I would definitely do running. What's the best judo dojo in Canada? That's from Hassan. I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Santos, an ex-training partner of Holly Holm. I didn't know that. I've never seen Santos fight, so it's gonna be interesting. First time, of course, I've seen most of Holly Holm's fights. She's a legend. She's been in this game too long for us not to know her. Of course, she's like I said, probably put on one of the best main event finishes in history. I remember that day, man. It was when she won that fight. Everybody was flipping out. Everybody. The next day, the memes the next day were horrific. It was horrible. It was like, but Ronda has such a vicious attitude sometimes. But the next day, I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like that. I've been fight game for a very long time. I've never seen the fans react like that. It was another level of satisfaction almost. The fans had a satisfaction. It was wild. I thought it was too much. Like, personally, I wouldn't jump on the bandwagon, but the fans, I don't know what, they went from cheering her to loving her to, like, Ronda Rousey was a huge name. Let me just screen here. Ronda Rousey was such a huge name. People love to see her, watch her fights. Everywhere she says it, people were all over her, man. And then the day she knocked out, they turned their fangs. They weren't just mean and dismissive about it. No, they were vicious, man. Vicious. I don't know what to say, man. It was crazy. I've never seen the fans behave like this. Let's make a bet, fans. I got Chito, baby. Let's do it for your daughter. That's from Chiz. Guys, no betting. Come on. Gymnastics is the best base for MMA. Change my mind. That's from Fezzi. I would agree with you. I wouldn't change your mind. Wrestling, gymnastics, jiu-jitsu, all that together. Put it all together. That's the best. Ronda and Conor had parallel careers for so long. That's from Fedzi. It's true. They were very popular at the same time. Like, first it was Ronda, then quickly Conor behind, and then there were kind of like two superstar. And I would say Conor kind of was the most famous star ever. But there was a time they were neck and neck. Coach, so much information on diet. I don't know what's a good diet anymore. Any tips? That's from Vish. Vish, I will tell you this. I love Paul Chek. I think he said it best. We're as different on the inside as we are on the outside. Like, I've tried many diets. I personally prefer intermittent fasting. I have a book coming out about it shortly. I'll talk about all my tricks that I've learned over the years. But I've done elimination diet. I've done so many different diets. Why? Because I'm meeting a guru. I've trained with so many great trainers. I'm grateful that I have, But the thing is, it's like I've noticed not everything works for everybody. There are some fighters out there that swear by their diet. They do a certain formula and they love it. And they couldn't imagine being on a different diet. And it works for them. And then another guy's like, oh, I can't do that one at all. I can't do that type of diet. I think you got to kind of like experiment a little bit and find what's right for you, because eating should be a joy. You shouldn't have to be like willpowering it and killing it. No, it shouldn't be like that. Nobody can live like that. I mean, it's not worth living like that. Unless like you got $1 million fight in 2 months. Okay, now you have that motivation. You could do something temporary. But I'm talking about that's not a lifestyle. You got to find a diet that fits your lifestyle. Unless you're booking a fight and you're going to do something that's temporary, it's not a smart solution. You need to find a solution you can be comfortable doing every day of your life. Comfortable. It's not hard. It's enjoying. You're enjoying the way you eat. You enjoy the way you're handling your nutrition, and you feel good. You're getting everything you need. high energy. That's super important. You should have high energy. You should feel really good every day. You shouldn't wake up lethargic and weak and feeling lazy. You should feel amazing. That's diet and exercise. Proper diet, proper exercise. And for me, it's intermittent fasting. But I've tried. Every time I meet a new guru, I give the method a try. I've tried every method under the sun. I recently did carnivore for a bit. And I learned something about carnivore. I learned that it helps you build muscle. It really does. It makes a big difference. So now I add more proteins. I make sure to score those protein numbers every day. I get 100 grams of protein every day. More. That's a minimum. It's 100 grams. I've understood now. I feel that how important protein is. However, it wasn't a lifestyle for me. It wasn't something I was planning to do permanently. I knew it was just for me to honor my guest. I had a guest on my channel who was Carnivore MD, Paul Saladino. And I wanted to give his method a try, be open-minded. It was fun. It was good. I love steak, but it's not something I can do for a long term. Eating steak after steak. At first, it sounds fun, and it is. Don't get me wrong. I love steak, but steak can get boring. Steak can get boring. Anything can get boring. I personally don't do elimination diets. Every time somebody gives me an elimination diet, I know it's temporary. I just do it for fun. I do it to be open-minded. I give it a fair try. I do my best to give it a fair try. But honestly, I find for me, not for everybody. I know people who have been low carb for many years. I think low carb is legit. It's legit because it's been around for 20 years. Anything that's been around for 20, 30 years, it's, in my opinion, I give it the stamp of approval. This is legit. Sometimes people come up with a new idea. It sounds so amazing. I'm like, okay, do it. Let's see you do it for 3-4 years. I mean, so what? You did it for 3-4 weeks. Doesn't mean anything. 3-4 weeks doesn't mean anything. You could smoke cigarettes for 3-4 weeks and be like, hey, I feel great. Cigarettes help. But you're totally wrong. Smoke for 20 years. Now let's see your help. So I think diet, nutrition is kind of the same way. You got to exercise, diet. You got to do it for a long, long time. You got to do it for a long, long time. You don't know the long-term effects. Even when you do it for 20 years, you're still not sure. So find a diet that works for you, and it has to be enjoyable. Okay, guys, I'm waiting for this fight to start. It has not started on my side yet. I know I'm about a minute behind. Go Holly, that's from Focus. Okay, Yana, excuse me. I think it's Yana, I believe, Santos. I haven't seen Yana Santos fight yet. Let's see her. Yana. Eastern European, my friend. I heard it right away from her accent. The Eastern European diet, cigarettes and coffee. All right, Holly Holm. Number 3 ranked. All right, guys, this fight's about to start. Don't kill me if I'm a minute behind, guys. You got to pause it. You got to pause it for a little bit. It started. That's from Kareem Mira. Yeah, well, I'm a minute behind, guys. Tell me what happened. Okay, my fight is just starting now. Okay, gentlemen, 457, 456, 455. Try to time yourselves a little bit more with me. Santos has her up against the fence. Has Holly Holm up against the fence. Body lock, knees. She's putting in a lot of energy early. We got a strong body lock from Holly Holm. Both of them are a strong body lock here. Looks like Santos is going to get a takedown. Nope. She slipped out. Holly Holm working a takedown off the fence. It's going to be tough to pull off here, but she could power. No, she lost her grips. I'm at 4 minutes, 16 seconds. Body lock here up against the fence. Santos throwing some hard knees. All right, we're 405, 404, 403, 402, 401, 4 minutes. Another knee by Santos. Body locks. is the name of the game for the first round. Guys, I'll give you a minute to minute. Every minute I'll let you know. So pause it on the minute, and I'll fire it away at 3 minutes. Now I'm at 3:42, so in 40 seconds. All right, these two are locked into a body lock on the fence here. Santos is landing the better knees, I would say. She's being a little bit more active, so I'll give her a small edge, but it's still super early. Lots to develop here. 321, 320, 319. Yes, Santos is relentless with the grappling. Okay, we're 312, 311. All right, 307, 306, 305, 304, 303, 302, 301. 3 minutes. Oh, she's got a deep whizzer. Holly Holm's got a deep whizzer here. Let's see if she can throw a knee or an elbow. Elbow on the break. Partially connects, very partially. Nothing too heavy here. Santos starting really hard. I wonder if she's overzealous early on. Head clash, body lock, both of them. Hard head clash. Knee to the body by Santos. I got to admit, Santos doing a good job with the knees. But Holly Holm really, I think, being smart, not putting too much into the first round. Like, I feel like Santos might be sucking wind in round 2. She might be overdoing it here in round 1. Holly Holm now has her pinned against the fence. Chopping deep in the hip here. Knee after knee. Santos won the first round easily. Well, I still got 2 minutes here. Santos maybe ahead. Yeah, she's probably ahead on the knees, but I think she's putting way too much energy in round 1. Way too much. Oh, is Holly Holm going to get a takedown? Oh, break on the little shoulder jab on the break. Side kick from Holly. Santos running in, man. That could cost her a lot. Holly Holm is a good counterpuncher. Running in with those 1-2s like that, she might run into right into a left hand. Southpaw, Holly Holm lands a left. 1 minute 22 left in the first round. Head again. Ooh, a near knee. Did that connect? I think it connected. Santos is tough with those knees. Holly Holm has her up against the fence. 59 seconds left. 55, 54, 53. This is such a hard round to call. Like, I hate giving a winner on this. Nice elbow from Holly Holm. It's such a hard fight to call. A round, I should say. Such a hard round to call. T by Holly in the chest. I would give it 10-10. If it's 10-point must, I would give 10-10 now. It's just too tight to call. Oh, here we go. As I spoke too soon. Holly Holm with a takedown. 23 seconds left. Who was saying Santos first round? I think it's a Holly Holm round, though. I'm giving Holly Holm this round. Holly Holm, side control, takedown, side control. She's looking good. Shoulder butts. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that's it for round 1, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about the World Athletics Council banned transgender from competing in women's competition? That's from Faikal. Well, I think it's only fair. It's not true. I don't believe that it's true that if you transition, you don't have an advantage. I think that's completely untrue. I think there has to be it would have to be a double-blind study. If you want to convince me, you need a double-blind study. If you went through puberty as a man, you have a strong advantage, in my opinion, on average. So it's not fair for the girls who are training their entire life to be number one. She deserves to be number one. And then you have some guy who transitions. And look, there's so many examples of that. Men transitioning to female sports. It makes no sense whatsoever. And the guy takes first place all of a sudden. Yes, you can transition 100 people. And there's only like 4 or 5 that are really, really excellent. But still, those 5 guys, they weren't so great in men's sports. They didn't do so great. Now they come to women's sports in the top 5. Guys, it just doesn't make sense. And especially in combat sports, I hate to see it in combat sports. I find it has no place. It's too dangerous. People are talking about sports. They never play sports in their life. They've never been in combat sports in their life, and they're commentating on combat sports. They don't understand. There's a reason why there's weight classes, and there's a reason why there's different divisions. There's a reason. It's dangerous. People can get really, really injured, seriously injured. It doesn't make any sense. There's physics involved here, guys. There's health, people's health. Can't play with these things. These are very, very important things. It has to be a fair fight between two people of the same size, two people in the same division, and two people of the same sex. Oh, Holly Holm with a good teep. It's too dangerous. What else we got here? What do you think about Aljamain versus Cejudo fight? I'm gonna do a total breakdown about that. That's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna be doing a watch party for that one as well. I got a watch party for that one as well. Holly Holm picking it up, guys. By the way, she's turning it up. She's got another takedown, side control again. I'm at 3 minutes 56 seconds. Mount. Holly Holm is vicious, man. Remember, she was a world champion boxer. Now look at her. She's doing MMA, taking people down, mounting them. She's back to half guard. But she's working the ground, man. 3 minutes, 39 seconds. 3 minutes, 37 seconds. See, Santos, I was telling you guys earlier in the round, wasn't I? I think she started too hard, too deep, too fast, too aggressive. And now look. Holly Holm's so smart, so experienced. Cejudo's fight IQ is insane. That's from Focus Carlos Santos. That's true. He's a very intelligent guy. Holly Holm attempting a crucifix from side control. She just missed it. Santos was very wise not to let her arm get trapped, because Holly Holm would have probably landed a barrage of strikes. Here it is. She's still trying that crucifix. She's still trying it. If she gets it, she has 2.5 minutes to finish this fight. Knees to the body. Holly Holm doing a good job with the grappling. Oh, I just heard the commentator say she's never won by submission. Really? That's true. I can't think of a single submission she ever scored. Oh, katakatami possibility. That's right. And she's never won by submission. I never thought of that. Holly is mauling Santos. Well, she's definitely got round two. Round one was really, really tight. That's the thing. That's why you can't count it. They're imagine the judges gave Santos round one. Just imagine. Okay, I don't think she did. I don't think she got it. I think Holly Holm won round one. But let's say she had edged it out, and then you see this in round two. Can you really equate it to 1 round apiece? No, you can't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The scoring system just doesn't make sense. Right now, if we're watching it all as one fight, okay, you clearly see, everybody would agree Holly Holm is winning. Coach, did you see the video of Khabib saying he gave Gaethje his neck to tire him out? I don't remember him giving Gaethje his neck. Do you mean Poirier? Oh, crucifix, she got it. Santos sneaks her arm out. It's not easy to do, let me tell you. It's not easy to get your arm on. And her arm got trapped in again, but not the conventional way. Kind of trapped between her thighs, but not stapled with the shin bone. Oh, and Santos rolls free. Holly Holm looking for that crucifix. Shoulder butts. I'm at 34, 33, 32, 31, 30 seconds. This is a definite Holly Holm fight. I'm giving Holly Holm 10-8 for round two. 10-8. So 10-9 for Holly Holm round one. 10-8 for... Oh, she's got a mount now. Rear naked choke. Could it come? 15 seconds. No, she's just ground and pound. She's really winning this fight right now. He meant Poirier for sure. That's from Kareem. Yeah, Poirier. How you met George? Well, one day he came into roll. We rolled. We had a great time training together. I was much smaller than him. I was like 20 pounds smaller than him, but he was really impressed and he wanted to train together more often. So we started training together regularly. He was just turning pro. He was just having his first pro fight, but I was actually also his opponent was fighting. Ivan Menjivar was training with us at night. So George was training us with the day. His opponent was training with us at night. I was like, look, guys, I'm going to stay neutral because you both came at the same time. And I don't want to. We made an agreement that we trained together, but I would stay neutral. So the first fight, I wasn't game planning for them either, but they were doing my classes and stuff. And both of them became long-time students of mine. Ivan Menjivar, one of the top fighters of all time, just wasn't known. At the time, Ivan was at the top. There was no 135 division. So he was fighting 155, 145. And even though there was no 145, we had to take him to Japan. Literally, he was unbeaten at 135. Unbeaten. And if there was a world championship division at 135, Ivan would have been a world champion at the time. He had to fight 155. It's incredible. He had to go up 2 weight classes. Still did amazing. He fought George at 170, for goodness sake. He fought George. It was like a bad referee stoppage, round one. George thought, you have to rewatch George St. Pierre's first fight. It was kind of like a weird thing that happened. He thought the guy tapped. Ivan's like, I'm fine. The referee had stopped it already, and it was like a win technically for George, but it was really almost it should have been a no contest. Good knee from Santos. Body lock by Holm. I'm at 4 minutes, 30 seconds of the third round. If Khamzat was your fighter, would you tell him to stay at 170 or go to 185? That's some queasy. I would speak to a dietitian. I would get an expert involved. I'd get 2-3 experts, ask them their opinion, see, can he be disciplined? Some guys are just not disciplined. Can he function, at 170? Because the thing is, I think he could be world champion at 170. 185, that's a much taller order. Much taller order. So I would try to get him the belt at 170 and then bump him up to 185. You could always do 185 later, but you can't do 170 forever. So I would try him first at 170, see if he has the discipline. Some guys, they've been training so long, cutting weight so long, they don't want to hear about it anymore. If that's the case, I would let him move up to 185, but I would definitely consult with some experts. I'll bring 2 or 3 different nutrition guys, assess him, tell me what you think. Holly Holm reversed it. Well done, coach. She won this fight. That's from Shiz. Well, I didn't do much work. It's pretty much Holly Holm, so congratulations to Holly. She's totally dominant here. I mean, I gave her a 10-8 in round 2. I think I'm going to end up giving her a 10-8 for round 3 as well. We're at 3 minutes, 7 seconds left. Holly Holm has better grappling. I hope, if she gets a sub here, it'll be her first sub in her MMA career. She's going for a mount. I mean, she can definitely finish the fight now. She has plenty of time. She had armbar. Is it armbar? Could it be back take, choke? Oh! She's attempting a rear naked. This will be the first one in her career. Look at that rear naked choke. No, Santos, wise to it. Escapes the backs. She's now in half guard bottom. Two to 1 to Holly. I think it's all 3 to Holly, to be honest with you. But I got 2 10-8 so far. So I think round 3 is going 10-8. 2 minutes left. Coach, these rounds annoy me. I think it should be KO, TKO, sub. Also, why do they just start the next round as the last ended? I agree with you. They should start the fight as it ended. So if you ended round 2 in side control, round 3 starts in side control. The fighters should not be able to start back on their feet. Why should the state get involved? Santos turtling up. I think the fight should continue because Santos could pull it off, guys. How many times have we seen a comeback win? How many times have we seen it? And it was like nobody saw it coming. So you never know. I mean, it's not impossible Santos pull something around here. She's still intelligently defending herself. She's not in danger. These fights have to go. Did you see Connor's tweets? Yeah, it's from Malik. Yeah, I saw his tweet. I don't know what it is about him. He's obsessed with me. Every I don't know, a year or so, he tweets about me. Tweets something negative, like I'm in his head or something. I have no idea why he does that. It makes me laugh. But this time he went after all the coaches. But of course, so who's he gonna put? I don't know, man. He's nuts. I don't know. Was he under the influence? I don't know. Headbutt. This is a third headbutt I see. Goodness gracious, man. The referee should intervene here. Left hand, Holly Holm in a double. She's going to score it, I think. Yes, she is. There it is. Boom. 25 seconds left. Are you intoxicated? No, never intoxicated. Never. Talk about Connie, Mr. Conor McGregor. I don't know why he tweets stuff like that. It makes no sense to me. This was a grappling clinic from Holly Holm. This it was. That's right, Shiz. Grappling clinic from two ex-training partners. Oh, it's GSP's line to Bisbing. Yeah, I remember that. You're right. How could I forget? Are you intoxicated? What's the best mount escape against the cage? That's from John Doe. I like walking your feet up around the cage. Like if you're anywhere near the cage, use your hand to turn. You don't have to grab the fence, but you can push off the fence. That's perfectly legal. You push off, you get your feet on the fence, and you walk up on the fence. I find that's a very hard escape to stop. When you going to do watch party with GSP? Maybe in the future sometime. Mr. GSP is always jet setting around the world. He's always traveling somewhere. I'm sure eventually we'll do one. Leon Edwards, Usman 2. I did a whole breakdown on that fight. So check out the channel. I did a whole thing. I was very impressed by Leon. I thought he won 4 out of the 4 rounds, but mine is not 1 point. But I had him 4-1. Take away a point. It's 4-1. 3-1. He wins it. Either way, he wins it. Imagine if it was 3-2. 3 rounds for Leon, 2 to Usman, and then he gets a point. It would have been a draw. Holly Holm almost gets her first sub. Who do you got in the Leon fight if Leon fights Colby? Just off the top of my head, not going over their footage. Like I'd have to go over their footage, but I would give Leon right now. If you asked me that question 2 years ago, I'd definitely say Colby. Definitely. Now, Leon. Let's go, my guy Chito. Keep it secret. I almost teared up when I saw his daughter and learned about her condition. That's from Shiz. I'm not familiar with her condition, so just type that in. She has a condition. I didn't know that. I did see a picture of him, I think, online, but I didn't follow up on the story. That's touching. Well, it's very touching. That's sweet. Holly Holm is a sweet girl. Oh, she's in Texas, baby. Wow, look at that. They're gonna ban her off Twitter now. Watch this. She just said the sexualization of our children. She's in Texas, boys. Woo! She's the preacher's daughter, my friend. Man. Wholesome post-fight interview by Holly Holm. Yes, it was. Do you think Pereira has Izzy's number? Man, I can't believe it. That fight, man. I'm gonna be glued to my screen. I'm telling you guys, I'm freaking out. Could you imagine Izzy loses 4 times to the same guy? Wow, it'll be crazy, man. Unbelievable. He's got to beat him. The worst, like the first fight, I thought Izzy should have got the decision. Second fight, okay, he lost, but he was doing good before. Third fight, he's winning. Gets knocked out. Minute left. I can't remember how much time left, but not much time left. And now a fourth time. Can it happen a fourth time? All right, we got the Chito Vera pre-fight preview. He means serious business, Chito. He's got long limbs, man. You see his limbs, his kicks. Has an incredible reach. That's why when we caught Dominic Cruz with that head kick. Dominic's not used to being hit from that distance. This is a good pre-fight. Sandhagen's no, I mean, he's no regular fighter, man. He's really unique in his fighting style. Lots of angles, very similar to Dominic. So it's really curious to see, guys. I think Sandhagen's going to be doing really good early on. This is a 5-rounder. I'm really interested to see how this develops, but I got Sandhagen doing really well in the first 3. I'm shorter than Chito, but have a longer reach. I got that A build. That's from Fezzi. Well, Fezzi, come see my TriStar. I will turn you into a fighter. That's a really good combination to have. To be short but a long reach. That's a very good combination. Man, this fight is underappreciated. This is a crazy main event. 2 killers. 2 very, very difficult to beat men, and somebody's got to lose tonight. Thanks for us on YouTube. How much more views do you see if you use a clickbait title and thumbnail? Everybody uses the same type of titles now. That's from John Doe. I don't do clickbait titles now. I have somebody doing the edits. One of my students does it. Maybe he does a little bit more, but I never do clickbait titles. I don't even know what that is. Like, I get what you're saying, but me, whatever the title is, that's what I'm talking about. So I don't think it makes more views. So I hope my channel's not doing that. I don't think it is. Well, like clickbait, in my opinion, from what I understand, it's like when you say the videos about something and it's not. I don't think we do that. I hope not, because if we do, I'll have to correct that. But my titles are like post-fight analysis of this fight. You know, I'm not like secret. I don't know what. How to kill a person with a dim mock. No. You won't see that on my channel. Who has the best walkout in the UFC, in your opinion? That's from Hassan. Well, BJ Penn used to have an amazing one. Remember the guy with the ukulele? That was pretty. That was pretty awesome. It was a chill song. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Who else had a great walkout? So many. Of course, GSP had all sorts of different songs. Kobe's walkout with Kurt Angle. He walked out with Kurt Angle? Which fight was that? Korean Zombie. Tuvesa walkout. My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion with the crowd singing was good. Did he really do that? Did he do Celine Dion? Did he really do that? Come on. Alex Pereira walkout last time was great. I don't remember the music. Sometimes I just don't hear the music. It's weird. Especially when you're at the show, sometimes you don't hear it. If you're in the back, you don't hear it. You just hear like a ruckus, like a roar of the crowd, but you don't hear the actual song. Or I guess I do, but I forget. Like when you're on Octagon side, you do hear it. That's for sure. Pereira versus Kamzat. Who you got right now? I would pick Kamzat. Pereira needs time to develop his wrestling, his jiu-jitsu. Striking, he could crush everybody, but nobody's dumb enough to stand with him. You know, so I mean, he's too dangerous. Except Sean Strickland. That's from Fezzi. Well, I think if you fought him a second time around, I think he would shoot, take him down to the ground. I think Cory will try a lot of takedowns in transition like he did versus Song Yadong. That's from Castle 45. Yeah, makes sense. That's actually interesting because Cruz actually took Chito down early, but then Chito got up to his feet. Cruz doesn't do much with his takedowns. Excuse me. Whereas Cory Sandhagen is trained with Ryan Hall, like he'll work those takedowns. And then he couldn't. When Cruz tried to take Chito down afterwards, Chito rejected it every takedown, stuffed every takedown. But early on, he did get surprised by Cruz's shots. Chito got the shirt off right away. He's ready, man. He's ready to get in there. Have you ever done any arm wrestling training for grip strength? I tried Devin Larratt's training and grip exploded. It's better than Farmer's Walk, in my opinion. That's from Hassan. Well, I've actually arm wrestled Devin Larratt. He trained with me once for a month for a boxing fight, and he let me beat him, obviously. But I retired after I beat Devin Larratt on camera. I decided to retire from arm wrestling. Just at the tippy top, when you get to the tippy top, where else is there to go? Just retire. So that was my last arm wrestling match, and it will be my last arm wrestling match forever. I'll never arm wrestle again. I haven't looked at his grip strength program. I'll be interested to see that. Actually, I'm a big believer in grip strength. That's so important. I do a lot of farmer's carry. I do a lot of grip trainings. I really think it's important. But my favorite grip exercise is probably like Olympic lifts or snatch and farmer's walk. The two together, and I think it's the best. But if you have something else, I'd like to see it. Will you come to Europe anytime soon? That's from Castle 45. When's my next trip to Europe? Not sure, my friends. I don't think I have anything booked in Europe. I usually go to Europe once a year, but this year I don't think I have anything booked yet. Actually, I was in Europe in October, so Burns versus George. Is George going to be interested? But I think Burns wins via submission. I would pick Burns at this point. Yeah, Burns is going to get him down to the ground, and he's probably going to sub him. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. Is that fight booked? Masvidal versus Burns. Rogan has to book you again. That's from Fakal. Yeah, next time I'm in Texas, I'll give him a ring. I just don't feel like to travel there for nothing, just for a podcast. Okay, guys, I'm going to get a drink of water right before this fight starts. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. All right, guys, the fight has not started yet. Chito looked terrifying in that close-up. It's time. Bruce just gave us it's time. I'm a minute behind you guys, roughly. Pardon me, guys. Oh, man. The body, guys, the body. It's my first drink of the day, guys. Oof. I just had my first drink, I should say, a few hours ago. 2 hours ago. So my body's still working. How many minutes will Chito lose until he hurts Cory? That's from Castle 45. We're going to have, Chito's like instant one-shot kill. Like, he's not doing well. He's not doing, like, he's falling behind a little bit. Then he gets that one instant one-shot kill. It's incredible. Your first podcast with Joe Rogan was legendary. You had a hard time to wrap his head around philosophical and scientific issues. That's from Faikal. Yeah, well, I think it was a great podcast. I didn't do it, actually, but people talk to me about it all the time. I got emails from it. I got so many emails. Like, it's crazy after that podcast. I got so many emails. People are just reaching out to me, talking to me. And, like, I got so many different walks of life messaging me. It was fun. It was cool. All right. The fight is about to start. Don Quickston. How should Muslims respond to Islamophobes that say Prophet Muhammad? Oh my God, this is not the channel for this. Okay, let's talk about that another day. Now we're talking about the fight, gentlemen. It's a fight. It's a fight. Chito has become the bantamweight. He just finds the kill shot around third round consistently. Let's see if you can do it today. Sandhagen has a lot of movement. He has a ton of movement. Okay, here we go. Both men are switchers. Both men switch, but Sandhagen switches a lot more. Chito switched southpaw first. That's interesting. He's back to orthodox. Low kick by Sandhagen. I think Sandhagen hurt his leg a little there, maybe a little bit. Sandhagen switching now. I told you guys they're gonna be switching all night long. Low kick Chito, low kick Sandhagen. How different is the pacing for 3 rounds versus 5 rounds? Very different. Very different. Go in the ring, go in the gym and try to do 5 rounds in a row versus 3. It's totally different. I mean, if you're not ready for 5, you can make major blunders around 3. You could just, the fatigue can come out and accumulate. All of a sudden, you're dysfunctional as a fighter. All of a sudden, you're not used to, like, you gotta prep yourself for 5 rounds. 5 rounds is something, man. But these guys at this level of experience, they can handle it. But I mean, if you're early in your career and you do a 5-rounder too early, it's tough. Sandhagen putting pressure, throwing combinations. Chito's defense is pristine, looking super good. Sandhagen flying knee, just missed. Double leg by Sandhagen. I'm at 231, 230, 229, 228, 227. Sandhagen on an underhook, putting Chito up against the fence. This is early in the round. Kosoto Gaki takedown, beautiful. There are the elbows from Chito. Chito gets taken down. Let's see how Sandhagen has good jiu-jitsu, guys. He's no slouch on the ground. He's on top and he knows what he's doing. Ground and pound by Sandhagen. Guys, I was telling you, first 3 rounds I think are going to be very Sandhagen rounds. Very. Chito has to be very careful. I'm really liking Sandhagen's abilities. From what I just saw, how he took him down quite easily. I think it's going to be a Sandhagen night, just because how easy it was for him. It seems now we got more answers on Chito's wrestling game a little bit. He's a very gifted striker, Chito. However, if he's going to get out wrestled like this too easily, it's not going to be a good night. Right now, what I'm seeing is that Sandhagen's jiu-jitsu is far better. A minute 22, a minute 21, a minute 20, a minute 19. This is an easy 10-9 round for Sandhagen. He had a waist. He had his arm around the waist, tripped the leg. Easy. Had an easy takedown. Usually, we shouldn't go down that easily. Sandhagen's really hammering those elbows, guys. This can even be a 10-8 round. I don't know how Chito's going to get out of this one. If this is what he's offering in terms of wrestling and jiu-jitsu, I think Sandhagen's too smart. He's going to keep bringing the fight down to the ground over and over again, and he's going to soften Chito every round, and he'll probably even get a finish. He's going to get a finish, I think. I mean, I feel like he's exposing Chito here. We've never seen Chito get manhandled like this. Because the thing is, when Dominic Cruz took him down in round 1, he took him down quite easily, but he didn't do anything. Dominic Cruz doesn't really do much on the ground. He's always really focusing on the striking and does a takedown here and there. But Sandhagen is a heavy-duty grappler. He can grapple, Sandhagen. Like, he's going to control you on the ground. Sandhagen squeezes Chito. Sandhagen has muttered enormously in the last 2 years. Has matured, excuse me. Pardon me. Misread that. It seems like he has. Let's hear what the corner says. All right, they're going on break. Guys, if you want me to make a call now, I think Sandhagen's going to take the whole thing. I would give this a 10-8 Sandhagen. I think I would agree. I hate to say it, but it's 10-8, man. Coach Vera either finishes him round 4 or round 5. That's my call. That's from Northern Warrior. Let's see. I don't think so, man. I think Sandhagen's too smart. Sandhagen's very smart, man. He's not gonna. I'll be surprised. I'll be very, very surprised. Let's see. Chito's backing up. I mean, if he's backing up, it's gonna open up a lot of opportunity for Sandhagen to score another takedown. Yeah, Sandhagen seems to have his number right now. There it is. He's connecting. I'm not liking the Chito reactions here. Oh, low blow. Accidental low blow. Sandhagen's footwork seems very, very sharp. Guys, I'm at 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Ooh. 4 minutes, 16. There's that double. He's smart, man. He knows. He smelled that there's blood in the water. Like, he's going to get to that ground easily every time now, every round. He's got a guillotine attempt. I think Sandhagen's going to be out of this. It won't be long. And it's just going to be another 10-8 round. We're at 4 minutes now. 4:58, 4:57, 4:56. There it is. He missed the guillotine. Doesn't have the squeeze. Doesn't have the control. Sandhagen's going to connect that chest. And it's going to be the rest of the round. I doubt Chito gets up. Like, just looking at their body positions, Chito's not in the right position. He's not doing the right things. Sandhagen's way too experienced for him. This is going to be another 10 round. This fight's not going to go to distance. Coach, what advice would you give Chito in a spot like this? That's from Vishvahit. I'll be like, get up. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I would tell him to build frames. Bump and build frames, but he doesn't have the experience to get out. It's something that you have to develop on the mat. You can't develop on fight night. It's very hard to do this on fight night. Very hard. You can have Danaher, Gordon Ryan, Felipe Pena. You can have all the grapplers in your corner, and they're all screaming advice. It's not going to help. I'm telling you, it's not going to help. This is stuff he has to have developed on the mat in the gym years ago. It's not there. Like, Sandhagen knows now, like, just feeling on the ground, he knows he can out grapple him easily. So he's going to keep him here in half guard. He's going to soften him up. He's going to progress eventually. Chito trying an Ashigarami, it doesn't look right. You know, he just doesn't have the experience. They're in 50-50. Sandhagen trained with Brian Hall. He's not scared of 50-50. He's going to have done 50-50 every single day. Look, as you see, just his Chito Vera's 50-50 collapsed. And now he's in the leg drag style, almost in the complete leg drag. And he's just going to get hammered away. This fight's not going the distance. You know, I wish Chito would come and train with me. I would make him, I'll prep him a lot better than this. He's a great striker. He's got great talent for striking, but if he's going to have this level of grappling to back him up, it's going to be hard to become world champion. Because the more grappling and wrestling you have, the more you can throw. Because you have confidence, you can defend yourself. But one takedown, and this is what ends up. This is another 10-8 round for Sandhagen. And I don't think it's going to go like this for, 5 rounds. It's going to end up finishing him. 2 more rounds left, baby. No, there's 3 more rounds left. There's 3 more rounds left. This is round 2, gentlemen. This is round 2. Even I don't know if it'll last 3 rounds. 90 seconds left. I'm at 1 minute 30 now. 129, 128, 127, 126. Chito gets back up to his feet. But still, Sandhagen's just going to toy with him and bring him right back down. He softened him up, man. He landed maybe 50, 60 strikes. That's going to weaken a man. Again, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe Chito turns things around, man. I don't know. I don't want to put the guy down. Let's see what he can do. Because this is a tough situation. Uppercut. Look, it's a tough situation for Chito. Is Chito a killer? Yes, he is. Has he knocked people out cold? Yes. Has he shocked us in the past? Yes. I just feel Sandhagen's too much right now. He's got the striking is too close and the grappling is too disparaged. Like, his wrestling and grappling is way better. Chito makes something happen now or KO. You're lost. Second round already. Come on. Flying knee by Sandhagen. His signature flying knee that he throws every single fight. He's thrown it twice tonight. 15 seconds left. Sandhagen's super smart. He knows he won that round. Look, I'll be generous. I'll give it a 10-8 round. Okay, I'll be generous. But 10-8 first, 10-9 the second. I got 3 points ahead for Sandhagen in the first 2 rounds. Chito's tough, man. He's looking good. He's all right. His conditioning's fantastic. I mean, you just got to keep it off the ground. See, like, I love Jason and everything, but you can't just tell him, look, don't do that. It's not easy. He's getting taken down. Like, you got to give him a solution, a better solution than that. You can't just tell him, hey, you're starting to bum me out. Like, Jason, I respect the guy. He's a brilliant guy, but you can't be like, "Hey, you're bumming me out, man. Like, don't let this do this. The same shit as last round." Well, yeah, well, how about suggesting me a solution? I know he's trying to motivate him, rile him up. I get it. I get it. There's a time for that. Yeah, I can. Maybe they have a relationship where maybe Chito feeds off that. Maybe it gets him in that emotional space that he needs to be in. But for me, I'd rather a solution, like a clever solution. Let's see what Chito does here. Chito now in southpaw stance. That could be a good idea. Sandhagen matches the southpaw stance. I like the southpaw stance because that head kick is open. Nice combination by Sandhagen. Oh, fakes a shot. Sandhagen fakes a shot. Chito throwing some crisp strikes here, but not totally connecting or anything. But I mean, you can see that he's got that power still. Because after being mauled for 2 rounds, it's not easy to come back up and throw heat. It could really fatigue you. But his shape is fantastic. Chito's in great shape. This goes the distance, in my opinion. Both guys have great cardio and durability. I agree with you. But I still think Sandhagen has a huge chance of finishing it if he just keeps taking him down. He'll eventually work his way to a sub or a TKO ground and pound. You're right, though. They're super durable, both these guys. Low kick by Chito. Beautiful low kick by Chito. What I like is Chito staying off the fence. So if I was his coach, I'd be like, look, you got to stay off the fence. You got to fight in the middle. Don't back up and let him exchange with you on the fence because it's easier to shoot on somebody on the fence. Both takedowns were near the fence. It's just easier because you can push the guy into the fence if you miss the takedown. Sandhagen's smart now. He's thinking, this is all set up for his takedown. He's going to shoot eventually. Remember, 3 minutes, 30. There it is. Everyone first attempt, and Chito stops it. 3:10, 3:9, 3:8, 3:7, guys. If you can slow down your stream, I believe I'm a little bit behind you guys. I'm at 3 minutes. 3 minutes now. 3:59, 3:58, 3:57, 3:56. Chito stuffs the takedown. But that was really more in the center of the octagon. I wonder if Sandhagen's going to wait, be patient till you corral him. But now Chito is not accepting being corralled to the fence. He's fighting back. Whereas in round 1, he was doing a lot more covering. We're getting slowly closer to the fence here. If I was Chito in the corner, I'll be getting riled up here. I'll be start telling him, stay off that fence, engage him, engage. Now Chito's back bounces off the fence. Guess what's going to happen now shortly? Guess what's going to happen? Can you guess? There it is. There's the shot. Chito, my boy. He's out. Sandhagen corralling him to the fence. Chito resisting. He's resisting. He gave him it in the first 2 rounds, and he's wisened up. Chito has figured it out on his own. He has figured it out on his own, my friends. They're both switching stances back and forth. It's kind of like it's interesting, open stance, close stance, because it's harder to shoot on a guy who's in open stance. So if I was Chito, I would try to keep the open stance going. See, that's another good solution. Don't stand in square stance like both righty or both lefty. Switch. Keep switching. Stay in an open stance. You can throw a head kick. What's the biggest mistake a corner makes besides giving wrong advice? That's from Fekel. I would say like calling the rounds wrong. Like one time when Gain fought Ngannou, he was like, "You're losing." He was telling his fighter, he was telling Gan's coach was telling me, "You're losing. You're behind. It's the last round." Whereas it really was 2-2. So Gain goes in there and tries a leg lock. He should have just stayed on top of Ngannou. He could have been a world champion. I would have told him, pin, stay on top because it's 2-2. You'll win it. Instead, he drops for a leg lock. Big controversy. Some people are saying he swept him. Some people are saying he went for a leg lock. I think it was a leg lock. I spoke to Ngannou's coach. Dewey Cooper, I had him on my channel too. He's like, no, he's not. It wasn't a leg lock. It was just like trying to, scramble. And he he got on top of Gain and beat him. But that's because Gain thought he had to get a sub. I think that was in my opinion, a big strategic mistake. Does Chito has to win every round just to in my book for my score, just to break even. Because right now I got him down 3 points. So there's only 3 rounds. This one and 2 more. So Chito's doing good in this round. I could even give him this round. It's hard to call, actually. Really hard to call. Like if I was being a judge right now, I'd be 10-10. Much better for Chito though. Man, I wish I watched it a little closer, but for me, this round is 10-10. Cory 3-0. That's from Shiz. Head kick KOs are very rare. That's from Castle. Well, true, but Chito's done it multiple times. So he did an up kick KO. He did a from his back. He did a when he fought Frankie. Was it up? He push kicked him to the face. I don't remember if it was a KO straight off the up kick, but that's what changed it all. Like he dropped him with up kick. He finished him with up kick, if I remember correctly. And Cruz. I think Chito won the first round. No, he did not win the first round. He lost the first round. He got taken down in round 1. Go rewatch that fight. I don't remember what fight did you watch, my man? Go back and watch round 1. Come on. He lost round 1. He got taken down. He got controlled completely. Salam, coach. Love from London. Osama Omar. Assalamu alaikum. Love from Montreal to you too, my friend. Double leg Sandhagen. Oh, Chito escapes. Chito now paying close attention to those double legs. Another double leg. Here it is. This one he's going to get. I think he gets this one. Body lock. Oh, no. He got another hook in. He's okay. Chito's okay. Chito. Another attempt by Cory. Another stuffed takedown by Chito. Okay, Chito's a different man right now. Chito is a different man, my friends. Chito is a different man. Significant strikes 3-1 in favor of Sandhagen. A lot of those significant strikes on counts 1 and 2, though let's remember that. But still, a massive advantage so far from Sandhagen on the numbers. We could be in a position here where it's amazing how Chito came alive. Jason, his coach, maybe telling him off was the right thing. Maybe he knows his fighter. Maybe just because he's a different fighter than the first 2 rounds. Right now, he's alert. He's alert and he's fighting. Whereas in round 1 and 2, he was a bit more passive. But I still think Sandhagen could take him down. Sandhagen with a flying knee partially connects. Doesn't seem to hurt Chito too much. Cory 4-0. No, come on. Can't be 4-0. We're still in the middle. I'm at 239, 238, 237, 236, 235, 233, 232, 231, 230. Halfway. Another close round, guys. Hard to call. Still plenty of time here to see how it's gonna develop. These guys are trading, man. These guys are working. Both southpaw stance right now. I got 1 minute 42. Sandhagen finally corrals him again a little bit more to the fence here. Chito fighting back. Chito's catching on. He's like, hey, I'm not going to the fence. He touches the fence and right away he reacts, starts fighting right back. He realizes that he cannot yield his body to the fence. This is round 4. Let's be generous, okay? Let's say Chito won round 3. I still think Sandhagen got a 10-8 in round 2. So he's still ahead. He still had 2 points. The crowd is getting restless right now. Thing is, Sandhagen. Oh, back fist attempt. Sandhagen has that threat of the takedown always, where Chito never shoots. Hard to say this route. Excuse me, fellas. Hard to say. Chito moving forward. I'm at 15 seconds left, guys. This is another hard one, man. This is such a hard one. I wouldn't want to be a judge right now for this round. I wouldn't want to have to judge this round. This is a very tough round to judge. Again, that's why if we were counting the fight as a whole, I'd still have Sandhagen. I do have Sandhagen ahead, but I wouldn't have to worry about counting all these numbers. I'll be like, look, Sandhagen had total control in the first 2 rounds. Chito hasn't replied as much as he needs to take all that back. Coach, if a fighter misses several takedown attempts in a very close round, are the judges going to penalize him? Depends. Did he shoot and get countered? Did he get his back taken? Did he get stuffed? Did he get thrown to the floor and maybe grazed with a shot? Sometimes I think it does influence the judges, but if the person you're shooting on doesn't counter, doesn't score, it shouldn't count for anything. If I shoot and you score, you scored. The judges should give you something. If I shoot and you just defend and it's a stalemate, I don't think you should get anything. Sending my energy to Chito. That's from Focus Carl Santos. Chito, land the head kick. Oh, let's see. Shiz, I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Sandhagen's a pretty tall guy. Maybe. We never know. All right. Excuse me. Is this round 5, gentlemen? Somebody confirm. This is round 5. By my count, we're in round 5. But I can't see the screen. It's really small. Sandhagen throwing lots of shots here. It's takedown attempt. And Chito on a guillotine. Chito gets out, baby. Round 5. Yeah, we're on. Oh, Sandhagen with another shot. Takedown, knee tap. There it is. Can he seal the deal here? Can he pin Chito? Chito's working with his up kicks. Careful now. He's needing to ground the opponent. If he kicks Sandhagen in the face now, he could lose a point. Chito pinned up against the fence. Sandhagen on top. That's when all that grappling comes into it, man. You get a takedown and you can keep it and you can maintain it and you could stick that takedown. You could take this fight. Oh, Chito with some up kicks and a scramble attempt. Sandhagen wraps him up right into a double. I'm at 335 right now. 333, 332, 331, 330. Sandhagen wraps him back up, pulls him back down to the mat, and he's working him. Don't let him bully you, son. That's from Focus. Focus says, don't let him bully you. Easier said than done. Oh, Chito. Chito gets back up. Elbows by Chito. Sandhagen on a body lock slash shot here on the fence. And Chito lands 2 nice elbows. Chito, much different fighter than the first 2 rounds. Two and a half minutes left. Both men in southpaw position. Chito looks a little bit winded. He worked hard to get up. He worked really hard. If I was Chito, if I was in this corner right now, I'd be calling for a knockout. Like, you got to finish. I'd give him the old code. Cory's so unpredictable. That's true. My stream just froze, guys. Can you believe it? I'm at 2 minutes 15 left. Cory won by unanimous decision. Am I that far behind? Ah, man, my thing just froze. What's happening in the world of button pushing? Damn. My stream just crashed. Guys, tell me what's going on in the fight. Oh, no, I lost my stream. Guys, this wasn't on Fight Pass, this fight. I didn't know that. I thought this fight was going to be on Fight Pass. I always buy my fights on Fight Pass. And now I'm kicked out of the stream. Ah, man. Let me try to get back in the stream here. Why did my stream crash? Somebody explain to me. Well, okay. It seems like I'm kicked off. My internet crashed. Five to 0 for Cory. No way. No way they give him all 5 rounds. Fight is done, coach. Greetings from Ramadan. Greetings for Ramadan, Max Laxer. Thank you very much, guys. I don't know what's wrong with my stream today. Next time it's on Fight Pass, hopefully. Guys, what can I say? Sandhagen, the takedowns, the grappling. The striking was close. I think Chito started a little too late. He started fighting a little too late. He did a lot better in round 3, 4, and 5. I only got to see the first half of round 5. My stream crashed. Unfortunately, I'm turning it off right now. I'm a bit disappointed my stream crashed. But that's going to happen sometimes. Chito didn't go from the kill. No, I believe he probably did. Just not that easy. He's reached a different level. You can't lose 2 rounds in a row. It's tough to win. And once you lose 2 rounds in a row, don't get me wrong, it's been done before, but it's hard to come back because the guy only has to win 1 out of 3 now. And I think Cory, he did even more than that. But I'm just saying, it sucks to go into it sucks to go into round 3 having lost the first 2, because now you got to get desperate. You got to take a lot of risks, and you can get countered. Okay, so guys, thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to be doing another. I'm going to be doing more. Whatchamacallit? Watch parties. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are enjoying it, let Millions know. Millions.co. Leave a comment, like, share, comment. And guys, it was fun. I had a blast watching the fight with you. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you.